Today we are going to discuss about the timing of job transfer. Means we focus here in this video about exactly when is the time when you apply for a new job, switching of job or transfer to a new place. We will see a following rules and apply in your Lagna chart, either in your Lagna chart or in your moon chart. If these rules are fully fulfilled in both the charts, ascendant chart and the moon chart, then there is chances, more than 80% chances, that you will be transferred at that period of time. So before starting, I request you to please follow Instagram Jyotishgher. We will try one answer freely every 15 days, but you need to maintain your patience and your discipline. Secondly, if you want any consultancy, then in that case you have to download Jyotishgher Veda app, or all the links are given in the description box. Let's start. So first of all, we will see the double transit theory. What does it mean? The double transit theory comes into picture when Jupiter and Saturn both combine or aspects a single house. Here we will see the four houses. There are rules. The first one is 3 and 4, means third house and fourth house. 6 and 9th house, that means 69, and the another one is 10 and 12 house. So you have to remember these points and these houses, means 34, 69 and 10, 1, 2. Suppose these are the toll-free numbers. Just remember these numbers and apply in your chart. So double transit theory I have explained you. So move on. Double transit of Jupiter, either Jupiter and Saturn both in your horoscope, either Lagna or the moon, if directly or indirectly means either placed or expects from their eyes. Which houses? Third house, your fourth house, your sixth house, your ninth house, your 10th house and your 12th house. So if double transit is going to happen in these houses, third house, fourth house, sixth house, ninth house, 10th house and 12th house, it means this is an indication of the transfer. But the condition is that both must be supportive, both must be in a good condition, both must be in Yuva or Kumara Avastha. Digvali and all the strength is the pre-requirement for this process to be fulfilled. Now this is the first case. Now moves to second case. In this case we will see the Mahadasha. We will focus about Mahadasha, about Antardasha, about Pratyantar Dasha, where same rule: third house, fourth house, sixth house, ninth house, 10th house and 12th house. We will see whose Pratyantar Dasha, whose Mahadasha and whose Antardasha is running. If those dasha belongs to from third house, fourth house, sixth house, ninth house, 10th house and 12th house, then again there is a possibility that you will be ready for the job transfer, or you will be ready to switch from one company to another company. For example, these days these are very common that people are switching their job from one company like TCS to Infosys, Infosys to Wipro, Wipro to Aeon. Lots of companies are there. This is the second case. Now moves to the third case. What we will see the third case? In the third case, if the Jatak and Jatika having the Mahadasha of 6th house lord, 10th house lord and 12th house lord, if the Mahadasha, Antardasha and Pratyantardasha are running either 6th house, either 10th house lord and either 12th house lord, then again there is a case of job transfer. You have to see this case in both Lagna chart and in your moon chart. If this condition applied, then definitely be ready for the job transfer, and this is the right condition, this is the right time that you will be success in the new job. Now another rule we will see. In this rule we will focus about Rahu and Ketu. Don't forget Rahu and Ketu. So if Rahu and Ketu going in transit in a gochar over your 7th house or over your 10th house, means Rahu is placed here, Ketu is placed here in your chart in a gochar or in a Mahadasha, Antardasha, or if the Rahu is placed over here and Ketu is moving over this house, then this is the condition that possible chances, quite chances that you will definitely switch your job from one place to another place. Note down this point. Now, the another point we will see in this logic, in this one, lord of the 10th house means you have to check who is the lord of your 10th house. The 10th house is this one in your lagna and in your moon chart. So who is the lord of your 10th house, and if the lord of your 10th house transmitting or transiting over 6th house, 8th house, 10th house and 12th house from lagna, from moon chart, then it may trigger the separation from the current job into the new job. So this is the condition. Now moves to a new rule, a last one rule, in which in this rule we will see that if the ascendant means the lagna lord, if the ascendant and the 10th house lord going to form any kind of relationship with the 9th house and the 3rd house, then in the Mahadasha, Antardasha and transit of either lagna, either 10th house lord, either 9th house lord or either 3rd house lord, it will indicate the transfer to take place from one place to another place. Hope you understand the simple logic you have to apply in your chart. Let me example the double transit. Let me study with the double transit theory example. Suppose this is your lagna chart. In your lagna chart, the number 3 is written over here. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2 is written like this. This is a Gemini. You can say that it's a Gemini lagna or Gemini moon sign. Suppose in your chart, currently today, the Jupiter and Saturn is placed here, means the double transit theory. And I have already told you that the 8th house also represents the switching of job from one place to another place. Either this condition happening here or in your 3rd house or in your 4th house or in your 12th house. This means that be ready, you can switch. This is the right time to switch from one job to another job or into the new company. So this is a very basic, and I have tried my best to explain you in the simplest way. Thank you so much for watching Jyotishgher. Stay connected.